So you've been healing, you've been doing the work, you have been learning new mindsets, new strategies, and new things. But in today's lesson, I actually want to help you unlearn. Yeah, that's right. So much of what we're doing on this healing journey requires us to learn new skills, to have new mindsets, to have new vision. But sometimes there are things that we need to unlearn. And if you want to know what those things are, please stay tuned for the rest of this video. If you like and share and subscribe, it will bless you. So make sure you're spreading the word to friends, family, and just lots of other people who may need to hear how to heal. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Chanté. And yes, you got it right. Today, we're actually learning how to unlearn. So much of this journey has been learning new things, having new ideas, getting new mindsets. But I would be remiss if I didn't share with you that especially early on, you have to recognize that there are things that you need to unlearn. That's right. Some of these include mindsets, things that maybe in a previous season made sense. Maybe having defensiveness made sense when you are trying to protect yourself, when you were going through that challenging situation. But in this season, you need discernment. You need to make decisions where you are setting proper boundaries. That is not building up a wall where no one can come in. Even good things are not coming in. But it means that you are having a gate, a way of allowing the right things in and keeping the right things out. Unlearning being defensive is challenging, especially when you feel like maybe a previous partner or situation or whatever it was that you were going through made you have to feel like you had to defend yourself. When you're not sure of who you are, when you're not understanding your value and your worthiness, you can find yourself so easily trying to explain and really helping others understand your motives, understanding your intention, understanding who you are. And on the other hand, you can assume that even when someone is saying something and has the best of intentions, those triggers will make you think that they mean something completely different and you run into defense mode. But it is time to unlearn that. It is time to heal well and learn new skills of discerning, of understanding what was a trigger, what was a thing that was from my past that's making me react in this way, that's making me want to think that this new person that I may not even know well actually does mean well for me. It doesn't mean you're not cautious. It doesn't mean you're not paying attention. It doesn't mean you're not using wisdom. But it does mean that you have to take time to pause and question your own motivations, question your own responses. The other thing you have to unlearn is continuing to say those negative things about yourself. You will have to unlearn thinking that you can't do it, thinking that you're unable to heal, thinking that this season has been too much for you, that this circumstance, even though you're on the other side of it, has really harmed you in a way that it's irreparable. You have to start using affirmations. And yes, I've shared this before on the channel, but it makes so much sense now to reintroduce that idea. You have to unlearn that because people see you often as you see yourself. And if you're not able to speak those positive things to yourself, if you're not able to believe in yourself, how can you want other people to believe in you? Start affirming who you are. Not that you're perfect, but you're in process. You're progressing. You're a step further today than you were yesterday. You're getting better. You're improving. You're going to be more healed. You can even start speaking the things that you don't even see yet in yourself. You can start saying that I am healed. I am better. I am stronger. I will make it through this situation. This thing will not define the rest of my life. I am doing the work, and I will make an impact. I will motivate others through my story. It was not in vain. Start saying those things to yourself. Unlearn those negative thoughts. Unlearn those things that you said about yourself that don't even line up with what the Word of God says about you. God says that you were made in His likeness and His image. And so often we forget about our own worth and value because all the things you've been through, all the challenges that you have faced have shown you a different version of who you think you are. You think that setback is who you are. You think that failed relationship is who you are. You think the career path that didn't go as planned is who you are. But that is not who you are. Recognizing who you are is what God said about you. So it is time to unlearn those mindsets that will not get you to where you want to be. The other thing is that healing is linear. That it should just get better and better and better, and it does. But there will be moments where you get discouraged, and that's okay. There will be moments where you feel like you're going a little bit backwards, and that's okay. There will be moments where you're so frustrated you won't feel like you can do it, and that's okay. Because healing is a process. Healing is not a straight line. It has a few curves, it has a few ups, it has a few downs, but that just means you're doing it the right way. You have to unlearn that you being well, whole, and healed will happen in a moment. It will take you some time. But each day you have to remember to be grateful for the progress that you made. You have to have a spirit of thankfulness for what you have and where you are now, because it's so easy to be discouraged that you've not fully gotten there, and it takes time to get there. And the last thing you have to unlearn is that you have to heal by yourself. I know it's easy to think that after all you've been through, all the shame, all the embarrassment, all the disappointment, all the things that want to remind you that everything you've been through is everything that you are. But God is with you. And we can say that in a way that seems cliche, but it's so true. He is the one that actually will help you to heal well. There's so much that you can do. There's some obedience that you have to have. There's some areas that you have to actually seek things out. But a lot of it will be seeking God and going deeper in the Word, going deeper in understanding Him, going deeper in knowing why He even made you in the first place, and knowing what is He going to do with all the things that have happened in your life and how He's going to use those things for good. You have to unlearn that you are alone. You have to get community. And yes, that may include other people. That's what community is about. God has created you and wants other people around you to support you, to get you there, to get you closer. But you can do it. Don't be discouraged. Pray. Ask Him to send the right people, send the right church, send the right work community, send the right friends, send those family members, send people to surround you and support you, because you will need it in this season. And continue to be discerning about who those people are, but you will need that community. You cannot do this healing process by yourself. But as you continue to be reminded of these things that you need to unlearn, remember to be gentle with yourself, to give yourself grace, And as you're learning the new things to be the best version of yourself, make sure you're unlearning the things that you need to.